In my career, there's new artwork and decorations in the neighborhood and the city. So take a second to enjoy the new scenery. For rewards, the Season 2 Base Pass includes new options for jump shot meters, emotes, release animations, apparel, and more.
Just in time for Halloween, ride in style with a Slime BMX bike at level 20, sport a jack-o'-lantern hairstyle at level 27, snag a new...
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At power forward, Jalen Johnson. At the other forward position, DeAndre Hunter. At center, Clint Capella. At shooting guard, DeJounte Murray. At the other guard position, Trae Young. The head coach of the visiting team, Quinn Snyder. And now, the starting lineup for our LA Clippers. At forward, 6'8", number 33, Nicholas Batum. Starting at center, at 7'0", number 44, Mason Plumlee. Starting at point guard, at 6'3", number 0, Russell Westbrook. At guard, 6'8", number 13, Paul George. At forward, 6'7", number 2, Kawhi Leonard. The head coach of your home team, let's hear it for your LA Clippers.
We hope this St. Patty's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so far. We're dialing up some NBA action for you here on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Now Atlanta's starting five. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Johnson. And it's Capella in at the 5, down low. And for Los Angeles, Westbrook and George manning the backcourt. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. And what a great guard matchup we have tonight. Smitty, I know you're a big fan of games like this.
I am. Guard play is so incredible right now in the NBA. Both of these teams are loaded in the backcourt. I expect them to trade punches back and forth.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Westbrook against Young. Pass to Capella. Murray with it. And he buries his first look.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him. Draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
Now here's Westbrook from behind the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Here's Hunter. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Westbrook with it, and it's Young picking him up. The drive by Westbrook. Hunter with some nice D. Young looking for an opening. Fires the 3. Second chance effort. Capella can't get it to go.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
They get it back. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You gotta love how Capella keeps possessions alive. Really nice effort right there.
Here's Leonard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And for a guy who doesn't talk or emote much, Kawhi Leonard is a commanding presence.
B.A., he reminds me a little of Tim Duncan. The way Leonard just puts his head down, goes to work, and leads by example.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
He's one of the best two-way threats today. Kawhi's hunger to win is outstanding.
Both good from the line that time. Wow, the golden years for the LA Clippers, Smitty. Those Lob City teams.
Ooh, I miss those days, B.A. Chris Paul tossing up alley-oops to DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin. Those three pretty much won 50-plus games every season. And, man, were they fun to watch.
Here's Capella. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Shooting for Atlanta, Clint Capella at the foul line for 1.
You have to love the strong foundation Clint Capella gives his team. He's incredibly reliable in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Westbrook, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Here's Plumlee, battles through traffic and lays it in.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Capella against Plumlee. Pass to Young. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over George. Batum pulls it in.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Westbrook outside. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise. Missed opportunity wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And the bucket is good.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled in these situations. He embraces having to score on physical coverage.
Westbrook taking his time here. Plumlee passes to Westbrook. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Now Young. 17 points for him. Last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Leonard up top. Hunter covering. Capella with a block.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
Murray, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the inside, Batum. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Hunter. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Leonard. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Hunter up top. Leonard defending. Murray from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Westbrook, that's good.
Keep your balance on D. Westbrook can do some funny things to you.
Pass to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Here's Murray. Over George. Murray, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Now here's Murray. Coming off a 12-point game. This one for three. Pure from three-point range. Murray's got 5 now.
Improved shot mechanics, improved strength. DeJounte Murray is becoming a force.
And George with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Timeout called, the Hawks. There's so much attention being paid to the postseason chase right now, Smitty. You think players get too caught up in looking down the road?
BA, we see it every year. A team's in great position. They get complacent and they fall out of form. And the last thing you want to do is stumble into the playoffs.
For the Clippers, Zubats. He's checked in for Plumlee. Powell comes in for Batum. And it's Mann in for Russell Westbrook. Young with it. Impressive numbers he's putting up. Averaging just over 28 points a game.
As a point guard, Trae Young knows his guys depend on him to find them, especially when uncovered.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Mann. Shoots over Young. Mann misses.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
18 feet out. And it's Atlanta scoring again. The Clippers trail. Leonard looking around. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Comfortable inside, plus a 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
Kawhi Leonard for a free throw.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Griffin, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And he's good on the second. Here's Young. 6 points for him. The 11-footer. He can't get it to go.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Out to Powell. Pass to Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Okongwu. And that one's good. Man.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Now here's Bay. He had a big outing in that Jazz game as well.
Great effort by Kawhi, one of the best to ever do it.
Here's Powell. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Hawks leading. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Mann, guarded by Young. Out to Powell. Pass to Leonard. Shot is up. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And it's all knotted up.
Fast-paced play from Norman Powell. Doesn't waste time finding his shot once he has the ball.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers.
And the Clippers making a change here. Martin's checked in. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. Second, the Clippers.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
Griffin outside. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Griffin. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Bogdanovich against Powell. Here's Mann. And Okongwu with the block. Pass to Bufkin. Bay outside. To the wing, right side. Here's Bufkin. A 17-point game for him in the win against Utah. 4 on the clock. Bogdanovich, no good. Zubac with it. Now Okongwu defending. Here's Leonard. Okongwu with the rebound.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Outside Bogdanovich. Griffin outside. Pass to Bay. The three is up. Nails it from 3. And the Hawks lead by 5.
A volume three-point shooter at his position. Saddiq Bey doesn't lack confidence pulling the trigger.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Bufkin following the score by the Clippers. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Clippers.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Martin misses.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Bufkin, no good. Pass to Martin. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. A minute 6 left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Morris, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Mann. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's on Onyeka Okongwu. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion, loving the hustle.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
That one drops and ties it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from deep. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Griffin outside. On target from range. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Powell's shot is off.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Bufkin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Powell outside. Pass to Zubac. 1 second left. And he lays it up and in.
I love whenever Zubac looks to score, especially when he's deep inside.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Well, the Clippers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Powell and George are out on the wings. Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Morris. No points so far. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Batum checked in for Morris.
Nicholas Batum.
Clock at 2. George chops one in from the wing. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
PG-13 showing shades of his younger self with that quick shot.
Talking about the veteran Paul George, a star player, Smitty, wanting to compete for titles.
BA, he knows he's not getting any younger. I think it's good he poses this win now mentality. He's clearly hungry to win a title.
The Clippers in the lead. The 3. And no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
There's Young with the 3. The 3 ball is good from Young.
Unlimited range and unlimited confidence. Trae Young has no conscience.
And foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Johnson. Outside Hunter. And George with some nice D. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They trail by 1. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Now here's Batum. From the high post. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Capella.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. Smitty, if you could choose one current guy to play alongside, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough question, BA, but I'm going to go with Steph Curry. I think the reason why is because of the range he shoots it with will give me a lot of room on the other side to get buckets.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. He hits the second from the line.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Left side, Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Powell. 14 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Here's Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got 9 points.
Westbrook takes these challenges personally. He loves scoring on aggressive defense.
Here's Young. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, one thing we know about Trae Young, he is fearless when it comes to big shots, Smitty.
B.A. Trae Young loves to play spoiler. He embraces being the villain for the opposing fans.
2 shots. That's on the first.
First free throw is good.
The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D side.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And both free throws good for Young.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
You have to give Paul George a lot of credit. He's willingly accepted a secondary role in the Clippers. He said, quote, Kawhi is the number 1, I'm the number 2. There is no ego. I'm totally fine with that. I try to compliment him and also take the load off of him. And Brian, when they are both right, there's not a better tandem in the game.
Good point.
Take
Top
a break.
tier.
Take a break.
Thanks, Allie.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And Mason Plumlee doesn't turn many heads with his play, but he's a workhorse on the floor.
Grant, he's a fantastic rebounder, always has been. Underrated facilitator at the center spot, and he can fit into any team.
Plumlee hits them both. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Young against Westbrook. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
First personal foul.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Trae Young.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now here's Leonard. 29 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And despite drawing a lot of contact, he just kept coming, which resulted in a ton of free throws.
Given Murray's slight frame, you think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Hunter against Leonard. 3-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The defense was there, but overall, DeAndre Hunter showing his footwork and agility in the lane.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Oh my, it was a great game. It went down to the wire. Both teams gave all they had. Only one could come away satisfied.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that?
Now here's Plumlee. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Westbrook outside. Lets the 3 fly. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Atlanta. 4-point game. The bank shot, no good.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Murray against George. Okongwu, great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Young against Westbrook. Knocks it loose. Batum outside. The three. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And now a 6-point Hawks lead.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Westbrook outside. Leonard outside. Releases. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Leonard's got 5 points.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Throws it up high. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, even though they're going against the #1 team right now in the league, they feel they could win. There's a lot of confidence to this squad.
Now here's Hunter. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Shot clock at 3. There's Young with the 3.
Love seeing the hustle from Russell Westbrook, especially on the defensive end.
Leonard against Hunter. Now here's Leonard. The D's right on him. Hunter with some nice D.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with this shot all evening long.
Outside Johnson. Young against Westbrook. And this group of shooting guards has gotten it done in a number of areas this last month. You see their rebounding averages. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a 2 guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
It just illustrates the level of effort that the guys on that list play with every night. They're willing to do all the things to help their teams win, and rebounding is a big part of it.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Zubats, he's checked in for the Clippers. Martin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's George. Knocks down the step-back J. George has got 8 points.
These are the kinds of shots that get Paul George into a rhythm, which is terrifying for a defense.
Martin against Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Base checked in. Hunter passes to Murray. Back to Hunter. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Bay from long range. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Clippers have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Up again. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Okongwu. And Bay, here we go. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Nice job at reading the defense. I like how Sadiq attacks when he sees something opening up.
Here's George. Pass to man. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at the Hawks, with the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
Checking out Atlanta, they're peaking at the right time. They can really feel it. The big question is, can they keep this momentum moving forward?
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game in the postseason. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how well suited they are for playoff basketball. But we'll find out soon enough.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
4th team foul. At the line now for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, 2 shots.
That one misses.
The future of DeAndre Hunter is bright. A versatile player who wants to be great, in my opinion.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And he sinks the second. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Here's Mann. He's got 6. Oh, they get a hand on it. Morris on the wing. Over Hunter. Morris can't hit. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for Atlanta, leading by 5. Here's Buffkin. Yet to see a basket. Here's Capella. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
An intimidator himself, Capella's not shying away from a little contact.
Here's Mann. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Morris can't hit.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Capella. And it's Martin with the rebound. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Here's Buffkin. Drives to the hoop. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Here's Martin. Hey, rejected by Capella. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella. Powell, he's checked in for George.
Norman Powell.
Atlanta on D. It's a 5-point game. Morris for 3. Drains the triple. Morris has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. You know, on a permanent basis, Ivica Zubac is one of the top rebounders in the league today.
BA, that's his primary role, along with setting good screens. He has the size, toughness, and instincts to excel at those responsibilities.
Man, misses.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Hey, good.
Smooth move by Sadiq Bey, staying agile and getting past the defender.
Here's Powell. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness! Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the paint. And he stays with it.
He's hot this quarter. getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
The Clippers trail. 1:24 left to play in the second quarter. And Powell with the stuff.
Look at how high Norman Powell gets on these dunks. Love showing off his athleticism.
Here's Bufkin outside Bogdanovich. And the three-pointer goes. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Zubats. Now Martin. Here's Powell. Let's go with a three. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Bufkin. The rebound by Mann. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Zubats. Morris deciding where to go with it. Second shot opportunity. And Zubats with the lay-in.
That's what stokes Zubats. Every possession he saves, he gets more fired up.
Outside Hunter. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make a stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles there last time out. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Murray and Hunter fill out the wings. Clint Capella out there with Johnson. And it's Young in at the 1 spot.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Atlanta with the ball. Following the score by the Clippers. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's stolen by Plumlee. For the lead. And it's good on the layup. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This game continues to be about Paul George. I would continue to get him the ball.
Johnson finds Murray. From down in the low post, it goes. Murray's got 9 points. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Murray, basket's good. 11 points in the game.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
Now Zubac, looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. Leonard, so strong.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Outside Johnson. Back to Young. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got 19 points.
Built to score, Trae Young has been on one tonight.
Leonard against Hunter. Leonard passes to Zubac. Out to Leonard. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And we got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for DeJounte Murray.
And his assist numbers have been dropping over the past few years. Not a good trend. Perhaps he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot and not seeing the rest of the court.
Now here's Capella. 7 points in the game. Murray passes to Capella. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
You got to do more than that to slow Capella. He doesn't let the defense rattle him at all.
Leonard against Hunter. Tries a 10-footer. And there's another one for the Clippers.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Young against Westbrook. He shoots. Tips it. Controls the rebound and the putback. Capella's gotten 4 this quarter.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Pass to Plumlee. Leonard outside. Now Westbrook. Guarded by Young. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Batum is checked in for Los Angeles. Okongwu is checked in for Atlanta. Griffin comes in for Hunter. Young, the pass to Johnson. Down low. And Griffin the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Griffin's got 7 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Westbrook finds Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Johnson. Rebound by the Clippers. Westbrook right side. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. George against Murray. Pass to Young. 3-pointer. Oh, Young hits a contested 3.
In the face of good defense, Young makes up for being 6'2" with a quick, compact release.
George outside, puts up a 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Young with it. He's got 22. And it's Murray off the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
No hesitation from DeJounte Murray. He just goes off once he starts downhill.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 8 rebounds in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Clippers are certainly a deep team, and Kawhi Leonard said, we have a lot of talented wings on our team that can play both ways. Dribble, shoot the ball, able to guard multiple positions, and I think that's what you need right now in the NBA. Guys that can guard, switch, and knock down open shots. Brian?
That's true enough. Allie, thanks. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Good idea with the fadeaway. The defense was just all over it.
Batum, pass to George. Atlanta with a rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Young against Westbrook. Young won't be held back.
He's such a tricky cover. Even inside, Trae Young makes adjustments that others can't.
Pass to Plumlee. Batum with it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Missed inside. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 7. And Westbrook slams it home.
What vision. Kawhi getting his teammate a good look.
Young, the pass to Murray. Outside Johnson. And here's Griffin outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Timeout called. Hawks. You know, over his career, Paul George has racked up more than his fair share of accolades, Grant.
Well, he's a fixture at All-Star Weekend, that's for sure. Now, he's made the all-defensive team more than a few times. He's had an outstanding career.
Outside Johnson. Bay against George. Pass to Bogdanovich. Okongwu inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there, but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Here's Buchan. Still no points. Pass to Bay. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Mann. Batum outside. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bogdanovich against Powell. Outside Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Mann. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Atlanta has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Buffkin. He drops it from range. Buffkin's gotten himself on the board with the 3 there.
Such a versatile player. Bogdanovich does a great job reading the floor and finding his teammates.
Here's Mann. Rejected by Okongwu. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Martin, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Hawks. Capella, he's checked in for Johnson. Off the inbound pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats checked in. Pass to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Morris has got 6 points.
That's what Morris is out there to do. He's a floor spacer who can take some of the scoring pressure off the stars.
Now here's Bay. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 11 points in the game.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And here's George. He's got 17. Pass to Zubats. Capella with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Six to shoot. George passes to Morris. Nice shot from the wing. Morris has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
What a confident play by Marcus Morris, not questioning himself for a second.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Bufkin. George defending. Puts it up. Bufkin, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Martin outside. George with it. Now guarded by Bay. George passes to Martin. Back to George for the lead. Bufkin with a rebound.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Zubats. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Pass to Martin. Bogdanovich against Powell. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Atlanta has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Bufkin. George defending. Powell outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bay's got 6 rebounds in the game. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for Atlanta. The lead is 2. Bogdanovich up top. Powell covers. Now Bogdanovich. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
With 1 on the clock. That shot missing. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Hawks ahead, up by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Let's hear you.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Norman Powell. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Hawks basketball.
The Hawks leading. 5 to shoot. Murray for 3.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Shoots a fadeaway. Powell's shot is off.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Here's Hunter. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Leonard.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Westbrook outside. Shoots over Young. Westbrook gets the bucket. And it's a tie ball game.
And yes, Westbrook can find points from anywhere. He just needs an opening.
Young finds Hunter. The ball's knocked loose. Leonard against Hunter to take the lead. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Clippers lead by 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Hunter on the wing. Leonard defending. Clock at 6. Murray against Powell. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Westbrook with it. Checked by Murray. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Young. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
That one falls.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Timeout called, the Hawks.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
The Hawks making a switch here. Griffin's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Nice Trae. So good.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Westbrook against Young. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Leonard doesn't hold back.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. And the Hawks with another 3.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Powell against Murray. Powell passes to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Young Young against Westbrook. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Young with it. Griffin outside. Pass to Johnson.
Foul Clippers. Nicholas Batum. Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Jalen Johnson at the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. Saddiq Bey, he's checked in for Griffin. And the second free throw is good.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Pass to Plumlee. Shoots over Capella. The rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the inside. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
With that big frame, Saddiq is tough to guard in space.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
What I appreciate about Saddiq Bey is his consistency. Year after year, you know what he's going to provide for your team. He's very balanced.
And so Bey nails both of them. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Batum outside. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Plumlee. Capella with a block. Young against Westbrook. And there's the lob. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Leonard.
Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard. Drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
First team.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
And he knocks down the first one. And Leonard drops them both. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Young, the pass to Capella. Inside. And the slam dunk by Capella.
They've really leaned on Capella to provide points tonight, and he has been up to the task.
Powell against Murray, and it's Powell off the drive. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella.
Still Clippers ball.
Paul George, he's checked in for Powell. Bogdanovich has checked in for the Hawks. And the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 2. George against Murray. George with the bucket. George has got 19 points.
It's almost too easy for Paul George inside. He gets right in close and converts.
Young, the pass to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Clint Capella.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
And the Clippers with the ball. 2-point game. Here's Westbrook. And the shot is good off the backboard. 19 points in the game.
There's only one Russell Westbrook, and when he's on, he puts on a show.
Johnson finds Bogdanovich. Back to Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Zubac, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
In a league full of scores, Paul George still stands out. There's a versatility to his shooting game that just makes him exceptional.
Now here's Young. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Paul George pulls down the board.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And there's a 3-second violation.
2 seconds. Hawks ball.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Now here's Young. From 10 feet away. That one goes. Count it. Young's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Pass to George. And stolen by Murray. Now Bogdanovich. It's deflected.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Johnson. Young with it, fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
3-point basket.
Young's got 37.
I like that play. Get Young something in rhythm.
Down low. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Bogdanovich. That shot is off.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Back to Murray. Driving in. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Batum against Johnson. Batum, pass to Leonard.
Atlanta foul. Onyeka Okongwu. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw.
First one falls. And Leonard drops them both.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Check out who's coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your Clippers Spirit.
Pass to Young. Over Westbrook. Westbrook with the defensive effort.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Westbrook against Young. 6 on the shot clock. Batum pulls it in.
Oh, strong move toward the rim. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Pass to Westbrook. Now Zubac. Batum with it. Now Okongwu defending, and the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Now here's Young, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
LA foul.
It goes on Russell Westbrook.
What an explosive player Trae Young has turned himself into. He is must-see TV every night.
Trae Young, shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And that's exactly why you don't want to foul here. Young is automatic at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Timeout called, the Clippers. They're in front by 2. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter.
Now for your Clippers Spirit.
There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter here. Pass Pass to George. It doesn't go for him. And it's Murray with the ball for the Hawks. Left side, Hunter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
What a bucket for DeAndre Hunter. His energy on the offensive end, exceptional.
And here's George, defended by Murray. George passes to Westbrook. It's in!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Young.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate for him fouling out with the game on the line. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Young.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those two down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
George against Murray. Out to Powell. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Young. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, George with a steal. Got it! He got it!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Timeout called, the Hawks. They're behind by 2. "16 seconds left in the final quarter. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Powell against Young. Puts one up from 19. Yes! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And the Clippers have possession. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Stolen by Capella. To the middle to take the lead. And Murray finishes inside. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. Over Hunter. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Hawks shooting it at 52%. Here's Murray to the paint. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Too much for the defense to handle. Capella playing through the whistle.
At the line now for the Hawks, Clint Capella.
And the first one at the line is good. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. The Clippers trail. Pass to Powell. George outside. Now here's Plumlee, covered by Johnson. And there's Plumlee on the assist by George.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
George against Murray. Now here's Hunter. Outside Young. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor so far. Leonard against Hunter. Shot by Leonard, no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Outside Young. And he lobs it up top. And it's Capella with the jam.
A proven veteran, Capella doesn't get nervous about taking big-time shots for his squad.
Pass to Batum. Here's Leonard. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now. Young with it. Powell covers. Batum against Johnson. Here's Hunter. Launches it. Batum pulls it in.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
The Hawks have gotten 2 of 4 attempts to go in OT. Outside Hunter. Capella in the high post. Back to Hunter. Counted.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
George peels it out a bit. Pass to Batum. Here's the 3. Oh, and Johnson with a block for the finish. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. George against Murray. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of
Foul charge to the Hawks.
shooting.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Martin, he's checked in for man. George hits them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 for 6 in OT so far. A good percentage. Young from long range. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. Back to Batum. It's stolen by Johnson. Another shot. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Second team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, DeAndre Hunter at the foul line for 1.
Free throw good, Hunter. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 8 over Murray. George, no good. The Hawks have gotten 5 of their first 9 shots to go so far in OT. Murray passes to Young. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Fearless attacking the heart of that defense. Young is willing to take punishment to get his points.
Trae Young, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Hawks. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Hunter. And both free throws good for Young.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Timeout called, the Clippers. They trail by 10. 41 seconds left in overtime.
Time to get a free feature.
So for the Clippers, Morris, he's checked in for Batum. Martin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Powell in for Paul George. Here's Powell. Releases. And the Clippers miss again. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Murray inside, guarded by Morris. Murray, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
For 3, Powell. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Trae, this is a young team. Talk about the chemistry and the connection and how you play together.
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. You can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I mean, I love this group.
The connection is there on and off the court, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.